Grand Rising, Merry Christmas Eve to all of you. To all my first-time viewers, welcome. My name is Joseph Long, and I thank you for choosing this platform. To all my returning viewers, hello, friend, and thank you for your support. All right, let me see who's on here. Let me stop the blinking lights because I don't want it to be a distraction later during the meditation. Yes, I see you, Miss Deborah. Happy Merry Christmas Eve to you. Miss Elizabeth, Grand Rising to you. Miss Marlene, Grand Rising. Oh, yes, Regina, it's been a while. Every Friday, I've been doing a dance number. I changed it to Thursday because tomorrow being Friday being Christmas, I want to do something different as an intro. It won't be as crazy, but if I don't do something wild once a week, two of my followers at least, it'd be like, oh, I was looking for the dance number. So letting you guys know, I changed the dance number to today. Tomorrow, Friday, don't expect a dance, but I think you will feel blessed, inspired, and you will appreciate what I would do tomorrow. I'm going to do tomorrow anyway. All right. Miss Marlene, happy Merry Christmas to you as well. Miss Helen, Grand Rising to you. All right, I think that covers all the 5-6 people that's on here at this present moment live. So this morning's meditation is inspired by the scriptures from Luke, the 2nd chapter, 6 to the 20th verses, and it's written by Father Thomas Catcci. So, with that being stated, Grand Rising Andrea, I see you. Yes, Merry Christmas Eve to you as well. Let's become centered. Find a comfortable place, a comfortable position, whether it's sitting or lying down. You could be sitting on the chair, sitting on the floor, sitting on the mat, or you could be still lying down in your bed, whichever you prefer. Just make sure it's comfortable. Make sure it is a position that you could remain in comfortably and consistently within the next 11 to 15 minutes. And once you are in that comfortable position, I want you to be conscious of your breathing. Make sure it's a steady, easy, breathe normally. But if you came into this platform feeling a little frazzled, erratic, slow it down. Make it normal, a normal inhalation and a normal exhalation as you normally would breathe. And once you get in that position, I see you, Miss Taliza, and your presence is a Merry Christmas Eve to me. Good to see you, my friend. I love you. And I see you, Miss Valdine. You came right in time. We have not started the meditation, but we are about to right now. So now that you are in your comfortable position, a quiet position where you will not be distracted within the next 15 minutes, you may now gently close your eyes. And we pray. Father, Mother God, be with us as we meditate. Guide us in our prayer. For we trust in you and in your Holy Spirit directing our thoughts and our dreams to discovering you in our lives. Be with us, God. Guide us in peace. Stay near. Be near. With your eyes still closed, travel past the sunset into the darkness of a winter in ancient Israel. Gliding over a huge desert, you can see a large cliff ahead of you. Come to rest on that cliff, overlooking the desert. You are not alone. You are safe, and nothing can harm you. The heat of the desert has cooled. It's winter, but still warm. Feel how pleasantly comfortable you are. Look around you. Ahead of you is the vast expanse of desert outlined in moonlight. If you look with care, the darkness of the night is broken with a slight flow at the horizon, the final curtain of the day. Breathe deeply. Notice how clean the air is, how clear, how sweet. Overhead, you can see a multitude of stars. So many stars, as if you are standing in the middle of and yet beneath all the constellations. Clusters of stars twinkle and blink above you. Turn around and see the most wondrous gathering of stars imaginable. There, to your right, a star that seems brighter than the rest. Near the horizon, as if 4 or 5 stars cluster together, an incredibly bright mark in the sky. 1 or 2 stars in the cluster seem to hang a little lower than the others, as if pointing to the earth, pointing to some place in the desert. They blink, they pulse, as if they want you to notice something special. You search, leaving the cliff, lifting up from the ground, gliding toward those bright stars on the horizon. Follow your instinct, follow your curiosity, follow the star. Look down and notice a few tents huddled beneath you. On that plateau and their campfires flickering, glowing. Continue to fly towards the outskirts of the city up ahead. A city with thick and heavy walls, an ancient city with many dirty streets, with flickering torches in the doorways. Passing a huge building, you can hear voices and the noise of people eating and drinking. You can hear laughter and singing. And it's crowded, too crowded. Continue on, gliding over the furthest city wall. Back to the quiet, to the countryside. Up ahead, a ridge of small hills. Then coming nearer, you see openings, the entrances to caves. One seems to glow, lit with a large campfire at the entrance. And above, the tar cluster seems to point here, as if you were standing directly beneath the tail of the star. Rest here for a moment, outside the cave. Look around, listen, hear the muffled sounds of sheep bedding down for the night, content, walk through the flock. They part quietly, making a path for you. Up ahead, several men sit and lean close to the opening of the cave. Two are bald with white beards. There are a couple of younger men and 3 young boys, just children. They all wear soft, warm animal hides, sandals. They carry wine skins and long staffs. They turn and look at you silently, and they smile. Their faces almost glow with wonder, with joy. A wonderful thing has happened. God has done something great here now, and you are part of it. The shepherds seem proud, happy, and they step back out of their way as they had been expecting you. Is there anything you want to say to them? Anything you want to do? They point toward the entrance of the cave. You approach, slowly enter and look around. There are sheep, a few goats, a donkey. Everything is hushed. Even the animals, so satisfied, so still. Beneath you, there is soft straw to walk on, dry, clean, crisp. Step closer into the light. There are 2 figures resting beside the flickering fire. You can feel the warmth of the fire on your face. A woman holds a bundled baby sleeping quietly. The husband looks so proud of his wife and newborn. He turns to you to welcome you, to lead you to the mother and the baby. Is there anything you want to say to him? Anything you want to do? The mother leans against a thick pile of straw. She holds the child close to her, cradled in her arms and wrapped in tattered strips of cloth. Then she looks up into your eyes and smiles. She is so very proud. She lifts the cover from his face so you can see the baby. Beautiful, happy, blinks, smiles. And something deep within you knows that God has been born into the world here, now. God has become human, become just like you. God has been born a new baby. The light from the fire seems to make its face glow so bright. Then the mother invites you to come closer. She raises her arms, offering the child to you. She slides the newborn baby into your waiting arms. You can feel the warmth, the softness, the movement of gentle new life. Life. The life of God is in your arms, fragile and alive, and so real. Is there anything you want to say? Anything you would like to do? And the mother explains that she has been asked by God to take care of Jesus. She is to care for him until he is old enough to be given to the world, to protect him, nurture him, and to love him. But she needs your help. Can you? Can you help care for this child of God? Can you help God grow? Can you care for him with love? Is there anything you would like to say? Anything you would like to do? Mary gently, carefully takes the baby back into her arms. She tells you that you also have God within you, and God must grow there too. Your task is to bring God to the world as well, and she can help you with that. Mary asks if God can use your hands to help others. She takes your hands, kisses them softly, making your hands holy. Then she asks if God can use your ears to hear the cry of others. Then she gently kisses your ears, anointing them. She asks if God can use your heart to love others. And she softly touches your heart with her kiss to consecrate your heart to God. She hugs you in her arms with the infant baby and thanks you. She nods to you, and you now know that within you rests Jesus, ready to grow, ready to use your hands, to use your ears, and to love others with your heart. Christ heart. Be at peace. Know that God will always remain with you and will never leave you. God will always love others through you. Know how sacred you are. Feel the loving heart of God within you and be at peace and rest. Think of all you've seen, all you've heard, and all you've felt. And know that God is ready within you, in your hands, your arms, your heart. And you can bring him to others so they will know God too. He is within. Within. We are ready to leave Israel and to come back home. Know that God is still with you and will never leave you. You are not alone. There are so many people who need you and need God. Now come back here and be at peace. Slowly open your eyes. And I would ask that you not talk nor type any comments right now. Just quietly think about what you've experienced and be at peace. Peace. Namaste. Beautiful, everyone. All right, so this meditation went a lot longer than I anticipated it would. It is now 7:23, so I understand if people must go, but if you could remain on for another 5 minutes, I will now go into the message for today. But before I go do that though, I want to recognize individuals who came on after the intro. So I see you, Miss Pamela. Merry Christmas Eve and Grand Rising to you. I see you, Miss Renee. Grand Rising and Merry Christmas Eve to you as well. My brother Michael, I saw you when you came on, but I couldn't break the momentum, and I glowed, lit to see your presence on here live. So Grand Rising and Merry Christmas Eve to you. My sister Sandra, always a pleasure to see you. Grand Rising to you, my friend, and Merry Christmas Eve to you as well. Miss Debbie, I see you, my sister. I think it's been a while since I've seen you live as well. Grand Rising and Merry Christmas Eve to you as well. You're quite welcome, Miss Sandra. I'm reading your comment. Thank you for the message and reminding us he is the reason for the season. And not only that, Jesus is the reason for the season, but the message behind it. We don't just celebrate the person just for the sake of celebrating Jesus. We celebrate it because we now that he has come on here, been an example, been this greatness in the world over 2,000 years ago. What are you going to do about it? That's what Christmas is about. Now it's time to make it practical. Now something should be born within you during this season, doing today. All right? So you're quite welcome, Miss Sandra. So the message comes from our daily publication of the Daily Word, and it is titled, what does Grand Rising mean? It is the same, not totally the same, but it's like saying good morning. But when you think about the word morning, it has not a negative connotation, but it sounds like you greeting someone as they're going through an experience of someone who has passed. Morning, you're usually talking about when something has passed. Grand Rising is a little more uplifting. So when I greet you first day in the first in the day, Grand Rising says so much more. When I say Grand Rising or you say Grand Rising, it should elevate you a little bit. You should say it with a little more enthusiasm. So when you say good morning, I could say good morning and be chill. But when I tell you Grand Rising, something has to come from me before I send it out to you. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Okay. You responding, oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, a friend of mine, a good friend of mine started using that term to me. So I Googled it, and I'm going to encourage you all to do the same. Type in Grand Rising, the meaning of Grand Rising, or why people say Grand Rising, and you will get a better explanation because I don't think I'm properly saying it to you. It made sense to me. And because I use any excuse for me to personally remain uplifted. And that gave me another opportunity to add something in my life or in my vocab and greeting to folk to stay upbeat. All right, I'm glad you understand. So today's message is titled, I Welcome the Holy Birth Within Me. This Christmas Eve, we think of Mary and Joseph and how their journey of faith led them to the humble birth of Jesus in the stable. With love in their hearts and peaceful stillness all around, they brought the holy child into the world. As they laid him in the manger, their joy was complete. We carry this story with us as a reminder that when our plans go awry, we can demonstrate the faith to follow our unfamiliar route, the peace to trust that the divine within us, and the love to know we are never alone. And that's very important, especially during this season. That's why I had the certain meditations that I used early throughout this week to remind us that can go through this time festive, happy, and cheerful, that there's some people who can't go through this season cheerful, festive. Some people are dealing with the passing of loved ones. Some people might have been just laid off. Whatever it is, not everyone could be cheerful, or people could just put on the face because we seem like we have to be obligated to put on this front that we are merry and happy. But it's okay. It's okay to be whatever moment you are at now. It's important that those of us who are festive, that we recognize it as those who can't be festive, and to carry that love and that compassion with us, especially when we interact with one another. And those of us who are having challenges being merry and cheerful, it's a reminder that we are not alone. We do not have to grow through what we're going through. There's too many people that love us and would love to be a shoulder, an ear, or an inspirational message to one of us. So remember that. All right, and I'm going on tangents today, and I apologize. So we carry this story with us as a reminder that when our plans go awry, we can demonstrate the faith to follow an unfamiliar route, to the peace, to trust that the divine within us, and the love to know we are never alone. With joy, we welcome the birth of the Christ, commemorated in the birth of Jesus more than 2,000 years ago. This divine light shines steady and bright, and the Christmas story reminds us that the divine is forever being born. So in this moment, in this awareness right now, we come to the realization that the Christ be born in us. New ideas be born in us. New dreams arise within us. Someone's hope, someone's comfort comes through us. Peace, love, and joy is birthed within the world through us. So on this beautiful Christmas Eve, we are the light. We are the many expressions of God. When people see you, when people see me, may they see what Christmas is all about. And so it is. And Talise, I want to thank you for asking that question. Why do I say Grand Rising? I think that was a good question, and I appreciate you for that, so I could share that. So, speaking of being an expression of God, just a quick reminder, today the Logos Baptist Church will be having another free food drive-up from 1:30 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at 13720 Northwest 22nd Avenue, and that's in Opelika, Florida, 33056, where Keith Butler is the pastor. And I saw a comment come on here. Always find something to be grateful for that always will bring life back into perspective. I like that, Deb. I like that. And we could be that light. We could be that gratefulness for those who might be having a challenge getting there. I always believe when you live the example, be the light, then that kind of encourages, inspires someone who might have a challenge to to get that, or be lit just a little bit. So I just simply try to be, and me just being can comfort someone else, if that makes sense. Oh, thank you, Regina, for reminding me of this. I did see your post and I comment. So, on behalf of Regina Wilson, I'm going to let you guys know that the woman, the mother that we all prayed for and held sacred space for yesterday, she has been found. So Regina would like to thank you all for your prayers and your healing and loving energy. See, collectiveness, prayer, meditation works. I know that for a fact. So, well, I'm not going to go there, Miss Talisa. It's not your light that aggravates other people. I am going to go there. I'm not a pastor, so I try not to get too preachy. But what I think, and you and I have had this conversation before, what I think that aggravates people about you is, it is the light, but it's what that light represents. Some people love staying in misery. Some people like to stay gloom and doom. And you being cheerful is a reminder to them of where they should be. So don't by you allowing what they feel, think, or say about you bring you down, you have in essence given them their power, your power. So you have to remind you, even though they might not feel blessed by your light, you have blessed other people, and not everybody lets you know that you blessed them. So know, if it's one person a day, you have blessed one person that you interact with, or just your near presence have brightened someone's day. Remember that, and that will keep you focused on being the light. Don't be focused on the naysayers. Be focused on your purpose. I keep telling y'all purpose on this planet is to be uplifting, to be a light for others. And if you can't be, allow someone else that is a light in your presence to be that for you. Does that make sense? All right. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Ed. I did not plan to preach today, y'all. Y'all making me go on a tangent today. Yes. I like that, Deb. You preaching today too. So if you liked, and I see the thumbs up and the heart emojis and all that, so you guys have already been doing that. If you like this morning's message, if you like this morning's meditation, if you like any little tidbits, 2 cents of my wisdom that I gave this morning today, give the thumbs up, heart emoji, share, or both. Remember, there will not be a guided meditation this evening. However, we will reconnect tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. for Christmas celebration. All right. You're quite welcome. Yes, keep the light shining. Thank you for touching and agreeing, Miss Sandra. All right, so you got me, Miss. We here, Miss Talisa. All right, so with that being stated, know that I thank you all for tuning in with me this morning. Those of you who will be reviewing this video later, thank you for tuning in with me today. Know that I love you and I appreciate you. I see you, Miss Marverine, just coming on. I'm about to bring this to a close, but feel free to view the video once I press the finish button. Merry Christmas Eve to all of you. Peace and blessings.